After you determine your overall width and length of the chase cover, the next question on the form is, do you want a drip edge? The drip edge, again, is this part down here that kicks the water off of the chase, keeps the water from running down the chase. We always recommend at Chimney Cricket that you put a drip edge on it. Drip edge will just get the water away from the chase. Any water away from the chase is better than water getting onto that chase. Next, you want to measure the height of the skirt. This is actually the skirt here. This is what will actually hang down the edge of the chimney. You measure the existing skirt. This one is 3 inches. Typically, 3 inches is standard. Okay, so that's your skirt. Okay, the next question on the form is, do you want it to be cross broke? Absolutely. Here at Chimney Cricket, we definitely recommend that you have the metal cross broke. Again, that is talking about our diagonal bends. That not only adds strength to the chase cover, but it'll also give it a little bit of a pitch to help shed the water off. So we always recommend that you get the metal cross broke. Okay, the next section on our form talks about the hole diameter. All right, we're talking about a single flue chase cover right now. You want to measure the diameter of the hole. All right, so on this one, we have 13-inch diameter. Again, I always want to go about a ½ inch bigger. That way, we're not fighting with it. We don't want to fight with any of this. We're going to have a storm collar that's going to go around this. It's going to cover that more than adequately. So why fight with it? Let's go with 13.5. Okay, is the hole centered? Yeah, usually if it has one pipe, it's going to be dead center in the middle of the chase pan. So if it's dead center, we just mark yes. If it's not, then we need to measure distances from the sides. On the form here, it says D1. What we're going to do is we're going to measure from the longest side. We're going to assume that this is our longest side. We're going to measure from the edge to the edge of the hole. So basically, we want to start here. We have 4 inches to the edge. You want to mark that as D1. Then going counterclockwise, we're going to use this as D2. We measure that. We have 7 inches. Going back to the form, this is going to be D3. Measure that, 4 inches. I'm going to go back over to D4 and measure that, 7 inches. So we have 7, 4, 7, 4, dead center. If it was offset, you're going to have different measurements, and that's going to determine exactly where this hole is placed in the chase cover. Then you want to check your dimensions. D2 plus D4 plus the hole diameter should equal your entire length. D1 plus D3 plus your hole diameter should be the same size as your overall width. Do we want a collar on the hole? Absolutely. What height collar do we want to go with? We want to go with typically a 2-inch collar height. You can go up to 3, 4, whatever you feel more comfortable with. You don't want to make it too high to where your chimney cap's not going to fit back on there. 2-inch collar is standard. That's typical. That's plenty high enough. And what this collar does is it keeps any water from getting in between the chase cover and the pipes. Every one of our storm collars here.
No, go back to the pipe thing. You got to go from the beginning.
Okay.
Okay, action.
Okay, this is our pipe sticking up through our chase cover. Let's say, for example, that this is a triple wall prefabricated chimney pipe that is coming up through our chase cover. Let's pretend that this is our outermost pipe wall here. You absolutely want to have a storm collar that is going to cover the gap around the pipe to the collar. And the storm collar goes around the pipe, for example like that, it'll be tight around the pipe, and it actually will overhang the collar, and that'll keep any water from getting down in between the collar. Here at Chimney Cricket, every chase cover that we send, we automatically are going to send a free storm collar with that kit. Okay, I'm going to go over a typical installation of a chase cover. Obviously, be very careful on your roof. If you have a super steep roof or the chimney is high off the roof line, we recommend that you absolutely call us out there to have this professionally done for you. So first step, what you're going to do is you're actually going to take your chimney cap off, and it's typically held on by 3 screws. Take those 3 screws off, pull the chimney cap off, and now all you're left with is the piping coming up through the collar. Typically, these are going to be nailed on to the top of the chase. The carpenter that builds it, they're just going to pop 4 nails in the corners just to hold them on. So you can get a pry bar and a hammer, get up underneath those nails, pop those nails out on all 4 sides, and then this whole chase cover, this whole old chase cover will come right off the top of the chimney. Okay, and then what you want to do is I like to run a bead of caulking around the perimeter of the top of the chase. This on, that's actually going to seal down underneath of this chase, and it's going to make a watertight seal in between the chase and the top of this chase pan, and that caulking is also going to help hold this on. Okay, once you get the chase cover onto the chase, you're going to want to screw it to the actual chase itself. You're going to have wood framing on the inside of this, so typically what you want to do is if you have stainless steel, you're actually going to want to pre-drill some holes through this, because it's going to be real hard to get some stainless steel screws through this stainless steel without pre-drilling holes. So pre-drill 2 holes on each side, short side, 2 holes on the long side, again 2 holes on the short side, 2 holes on the long side, and then run stainless steel screws in through your pre-drilled holes into the wood framing, and then caulk the heads of the screws with a silicone to keep the moisture out. And that'll be secure. The wind won't blow it off. It'll be up there for a lifetime.
So Dean, that's great. This is a stainless steel chase cover with a nice ridge on it. Washes the water off, securely mounted to the chase cover. Total protection for a chase cover for a homeowner. That's being said along with the free storm collar. That's such a good idea, I assume, just because the water getting in through the sides, like you said. So, chase covers, another product at chimneycricket.com. Feel free to contact us or just send us an email if you have any questions. But there's a simple form to fill out, electronic form. Fill it out, and we can get your ship today.